Okay. Okay, we're back. I passed Emerald Vale and I'm in the Groundbreaker.
Man, by contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity.
What are you talking about, Max?
Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Right. So we're trying to get the prismatic hammer, which I hear from my research. That's melee weapon. Since I'm a melee build, makes sense.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regularly scheduled
We gotta kill some
advertisement for the
fools
following
to get it.
show.
I don't.
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you.
Actually, my weapon. Is this an energy weapon? Energy. Shock cannon is. Okay. Max have. Yeah, let's set you up, buddy. I can't die. Oh. I just realized it. There we go. Party.
Who took your temperature?
That's
When you
quick
were home,
save.
Who gave
Give me a second. Make sure the mic is good. Alright. I was just talking while it was muted just to make sure everything's good. Alright. I'd probably buy the expansion to this game a little bit later into it, see how I like it. I just passed the first level in Emerald Vale. But I definitely wanna be careful. I'm just trying to look up an armor for the outer worlds. Alright, I just want to see what type of armor I should wear. Probably heavy armor as a melee build, especially with two. Alright.
give you a needle full of love? Auntie Cleo, that's who.
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Kill me, fool.
Here they come.
Oh shit, what the hell? Who the hell? Who the hell? Okay. I was caught off guard by that. Continues, a good thing I quick saved. Caught off by that. Alright.
Well, well, well. What?
Two then.
Fine treasures might await us in here.
Huh, heard something.
Incoming!
Oops, that was close. Real bad job. Quick save. Thank you. I'm releasing that one. Very nice here, true. I could sell that. Shock weapons, R&D department, science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Okay. Okay, so science weapon, finally got this. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects built in prefix science base. Dark and tradition.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
Thank you. While rummaging through the back bay, I discovered a very old hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a long time. A bit of an elbow grease and determined to pry it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails. Prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it back to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows, the trail of its weight lingers here on my eyes are closed. History. Entry 2. I spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of the systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature soaring about the weapon, though I have had to identify the source. The air tastes of copper in it, I have lost several teeth troubles. I have had the most sublime prismatic dream since I've been at the hammer to bed chamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiot's elusive N-rays, rating the hammer's elemental properties to 4. Shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. My attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality had been very close to small fire. The hammer's manual controls may have never functioned again. Slowing it seems to be the only way of cycling to its elemental modes. Must take pretty period future experiment in the nation. Entry 4. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkering will all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfection. The hammer is a symbol. It's a whisper to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into hope. That is a lesson Halcyon is to hear. Interesting. Guess that hammer killed you. Hopefully you won't kill me. Okay, let's look at this, John. Special effect knockdown. 200 melee Hammersmith hammer weapon. Commanded, the Hammersmith recommended ultimate hammer be produced, but this prototype was so expensive it never entered production. Well, if it's so expensive, why did it only cost $375 to sell? Two. Okay. We are doing pretty well. So I got this quest and some stuff in the codex. Let's see what this is about. Okay, I'm just paranoid and OCD about streaming. I just have to keep checking OBS, make sure the mic's open and it's streaming and not stop streaming. Okay, I gotta control myself. Let's see if I can control my OCD and just focus on the game. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's changing. Interesting. Oh, shit. Air shock. I think all 4 damage. Okay, let's use this workbench real quick and... maybe not repair when it's so high. Testing. Once I level up one more time, I'll use this more. We are good. Okay, let us go. This part ready to mow down, folks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
What story is that?
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien...
Carry on.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire.
Mad Bay. Message to that captain. Short on staff. Let's see what happens when I just go in.
Sure this is perfectly safe. I'd rather not die early of it.
To the last Ractodon rut in time! Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation operation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Okay. For a sick person, you have a lot of energy. Right? That's what it says. Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door if I kick it down, sweetie. She is worried about you a lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the... Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will
Nobody has so
deny
much
it with
energy.
my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
I see. What did you do to get in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, do you think the boat has someone follow you and then you're hiding out?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief.
So you're a criminal.
I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Ew.
Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
She asked me to help. She says what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me...
No, talk to him.
Thanks for helping me with the board.
Everything's
You're a real
coming
pal.
up, Udom.
Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Maybe bed. Just curious. Sound key. Sweet. Maybe how to get some science weapons for my science teammates. It's not here. Where the hell is Rose away? Just gotta go on Bedford now. Let's talk to this fool. Way too cool. Trooper.
The last day of this posting can't come soon.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Regularly scheduled.
Well, mostly.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Regardless, why'd you impound my ship? I'm gonna ring this marionette you. I mean, yes, well. Alex is dead.
This is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Oh. Sorry for your loss. Get him. Why'd you impound my ship?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around.
Thrilling. Anyway, about my ship.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the...
Why are you interested?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me.
Oh. Well, I'm here about J.C. Doyle. I want to settle her debt.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Nope. She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indentured contract. I'll pay it off for her.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of...
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's... I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect...
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually...
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force.
I'll cover that. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this much money.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will... Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker.
Either eyes and ears. Nice
I
setup.
have few complaints.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell?
So no?
No. In fact... Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about...
She's doing everything she can. It's your people's fault it's not fixed, not June Lay's.
My, aren't you... excitable.
Don't talk to her that way.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day. Let alone my deference.
Take it back now.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your...
Does that work for you, Parvati?
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Why are the armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive.
Okay. Weird. To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You're clocking off. This isn't the promenade benign.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I'm...
What are those long doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does he visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
I see.
Ask away.
Broke.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Welcome aboard, Ellie. What did she do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
Good God, what about the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
I see, she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Ravati, head back to the ship now.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Okay. Finally, we can get minus 2. Jail 100. Sweet. Maybe automated ballistics power regulations, maybe power attacks. Holding the attack button, you charge an overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. During this charge of doing a certain to a strong sweep routine. Melee power attacks. By holding the attack button, you charge up an overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. By doing this charge of doing a standard attack, will pick a strong sweeping attack. Interesting. Oh, unreliable.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Parvati?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Come from hard, you say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Interesting. How about she likes you?
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
I see. You're one of the warmest people I've met.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
That's pretty personal.
It wasn't nothing bawdy, if that's what you're thinking. It was just... honest. And full of typos. Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there?
Great idea. Drink yourself and what you want. Next time we get to Groundbreaker, drinks around me.
Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But... I could probably...
You're about 5 levels ahead, max. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, no, I can't. Okay. Close enough.
I'll lock up.
Let's take Parvati.
Behind you.
Let's take her and Vicar Max. Alright, Parvati, let's do your John.
Hey, that pad there.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
The following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Come on, we can't even sit.
Both teams
Come on,
have
Outer Worlds
tested
team.
negative.
Okay, so...
This
Oh,
guy-
and don't worry on the price. I got...
You know how much a drink of this was slow the year.
Oh! Beer. Bottoms up.
Welcome to a favored pastime of the common masses, Ms. Holcomb. I myself don't imagine you'll care for the flavor.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Dude, you just met her literally a second ago. What you call it, speeding things up without properly developing it in a story. Look on the story, Outer Worlds 2. Please, generally or specifically?
Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about.
Us. Remember telling me? You know, I recently her message got you on
Well,
set.
she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Oh, you haven't said what she actually wrote.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
She might.
Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I never done this before. A relationship. How do I know if she cares the same way I do? I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Let's do some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration.
Good call. It's best to proceed with a light hand the first time.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
About what?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Don't stop till you're on a roll. There's an easy way to get a flag of line. I'm just used to this.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
You go your separate ways. You have that in common, you know. I'm not interested in the relationship either. Are you afraid of being in a relationship with who you want? Are you afraid of disappointing her? You can't control how people react to you, even people you care about.
Of course. Wouldn't you be? I envy your boldness of spirit, Captain. I can only hope a little bit of it rubs off on me. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain.
I think a generous thought something to look on them.
Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole...
So you're gonna ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
So you should just ask her.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. Thanks for hearing me out, and...
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglecting a wayward lamb in need of guidance.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live. Come on, let's go.
Maybe one day. Oh, karate. Girl.
You're spending large tonight, man.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following. Remember Auntie Cleo, because she remembers you.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said he could sell a nasty stellar bed.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have a...
Oof, 10,000 bits. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qual...
Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway.
Ooh.
And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
I had to go there for something else. Interesting. Say no more, amen. Why would it abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call made.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
I see, say no more, amen.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinate. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitor. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affair.
Okay. Banning out both corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely... Craig... Yeah. Anytime.
Gotta do that. Goes my this light on the ship so that it can get to the void map. Let's do that while we're in here.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow.
What kind of business do you and guys got on?
Didn't quite catch that.
Business, what do you guys do here?
Glass ear? Sorry. Nothing to fear. Sorry again. What? Huh.
I'll laugh on the groundbreaker.
Fine, as long as the board... Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rest.
Yo, how does my wicked keep the border as bad?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Ready. Making sand. Guess we'll do that next time.